What do you like doing with your little brother, Lucas?
I like to wrestle with him.
Does he win sometimes?
Huh?
Does he win the wrestling sometimes?
No, not at all.
No, you don't let him win?
Never.
Never.
Very reluctant to have jiu-jitsu and soccer and basketball and a village that will help us manage that back and forth energy. But as you can see, it's a jungle out here. Lots of, we now live in a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. So there are times where we stay indoors. Yeah, it's been interesting to see how their energy levels are given our current situation.
I feel like it hasn't fully, we haven't taken them to the house, and so they've seen pictures and things, and when everything was happening, they kind of saw like images and stuff on the news. We didn't want to completely shield them from what was happening, but at the same time you okay? Didn't want them to see like all the different details of it, so they haven't been to the house.
For the most part, we tell everybody that the kids are very resilient. You know, they've been doing a great job of being so distracted by so many other things. We've had a lot of, very kind donations where there's a lot of toys being brought in, so they're excited about that.
Over here is Mr. Lucas. He is our littlest brother. He's very, very crazy right now. He's our littlest. I'm the oldest. And over here is our middlest brother, Mr. Gavin.
They, I think, are still processing how the fire is affecting our lives, because we have been still moving from one location to the next, to the next, to the next. And we've had to tell them more than a few times that things are now different. Our home is no longer, our toys are no longer, this is the new norm. And it's not just our home, it's also school.
I mean, the boys lost their school, and so I think that's also a big thing, is that the school is able to rebuild, and they're able to stay with their friends and their teachers and all of that. I feel like that's the biggest thing, is, you know, us being able to go back home to where we lived, and us being able to send our kids back to Sahag Mesrop where they went to school.
We as parents need to do the best that we can to make sure that they are understanding and feel supported and are feeling safe, and that as much as we would like to provide a new normal for them, things are still changing every day, which is hard.
The hardest part is that I had to be in a very, very tiny bed. Here is a living room, and Gavin, mine, and Lucas's room. This is my bed with the chicken nugget guy. That's this, and over here is the main living room.
And to be honest, I don't know, like, I think it's gonna be hard, but I think it's what you make it, right? Like, we can choose to have a bad attitude about this. We could choose to focus on all of the things, like the fact that we're in a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, our kids are sleeping in my mom's living room, or we can choose to see the positive in it and see this as a year or two of being around family, having our kids being around their cousins, us being in close proximity and being forced to talk to each other about everything all the time. So I think that's kind of what I've taken on, is we can model, you know, positivity to our kids during this very difficult time, or we can choose to focus on the negative, because the truth is, this isn't going to be the last time that they face adversity. This isn't going to be the last time that life throws a curveball at them. And so this is the time that Ryan and I have, and the rest of the family has, to model those positive things to our kids so that they know how to be.
What's been some things that have helped you, like as a parent, that give them that sense of normalcy?
Having a big family, having a big village, a a church, big church family, my work family. I got to give social media a prop, which is we've been able to definitely reach out to many to let them know our current situation.
I think our biggest thing right now is like the fear of not being able to rebuild. We are one of those people that don't have the best insurance, and so there's a lot of unknown out there. And so I think we just want the security, whether it's like on a government, federal level, that we're gonna be able to get the resources we need to build our home again. So I think that's the immediate thing. As far as like daily needs for us to feel safe and, clothes and all of that stuff is good and we're taken care of there. We just want the security that we're gonna be able to rebuild.
All the price gouging needs to stop. People need to stop and realize it's not all about money. It's about being kind and supportive to the others. Just being aware that people are hurting and they're already victims of this fire. Let's not victimize them worse. Let's not make it harder for these people to try to find a place to support their families.
I think family has been huge. Having each other has been huge. The truth is our family has been through way more devastating things, and I think that's what has helped us put this whole thing in perspective is we still have each other. We didn't lose a life through this, and I think that's been the biggest thing for us because this type of stuff, when we still have each other, like there's really nothing you can do to bring us down, you know what I mean? As I feel like we're not going through this with just the 5 of us, we're going through it with like 20 people, and I feel that that's made all the difference for us.